Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad from Sunway Admission. So today we will be discussing about to study in Middlesex University, Malta, regarding admission, program details, fees, scholarships, and so many things. So today we are live with the special guest from the university, Mrs. Maria. She is the head of recruitment and external relations. Welcome to our show, Mrs. Maria.
Thank you, Asad.
Yeah, thank you. So before starting the session, I would like to say something about our company. That Sunway Admission is a foreign consultancy firm, and we are based from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and we have offices in Sylhet, Khulna, and Chittagong. And if you want to know any specific questions, so please please write your comments on the comments box so we can include your question, in our live session. So, Mrs. Maria, so tell me something about Malta.
Something about Malta. So Malta is a European country. It's part of the European Union. We joined the European Union in 2004, and we are found in the Mediterranean. It's a small island. Not sure if many people can spot it on the map, but we're between Italy and Tunisia. The population is about 500,000 people. It is a British colony with a British legacy, so everyone speaks English. Even when you walk around, you can still see some of the, like the red letterboxes, the telephone boxes, all left from the British era. Why am I saying this? Because communication is easy there. You're not in a country where you can't communicate, you can't understand the language. You can easily communicate with people. The country is also heavily reliant on tourism. Therefore, there's a hospitality culture. People feel very welcome. It's also a very safe country. Students feel very safe, particularly, if a girl is traveling to Malta by herself. Very safe country. There isn't that major crime that you find maybe in the big countries, on the big cities. The advantage, perhaps, of studying in Malta over other cities, or perhaps studying a British degree in Malta, is that you're getting a British degree at a cheaper rate, because Malta is obviously cheaper to live in than the big cities. And also, it's part of the Schengen area. Hence, if a student gets a visa to study in Malta, he'll get a visa for every other Schengen country in Europe, which is a great plus, because when students are studying abroad, they also want to do some traveling, perhaps explore Europe, Paris, Berlin. It's on the bucket list of a lot of students. So it's fantastic. Yeah. So that's a little bit about Malta. The population in recent years has exploded. The economy is doing really well, particularly in the fields of IT, online gaming, fintech industries. There's a skills shortage. The population is small, so government has been bringing in a lot of people, highly skilled people, to work in the industries. And the population has been growing and is becoming more culturally diverse. And it's quite an exciting country to live in, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Shortly, you tried to explain very well about Malta. So we are today we are talking about the Middlesex University, Malta, and obviously you are the head for the international admission. So you just tell me, we know that for Middlesex University, they have campus in London, they have campus in Mauritius, Dubai, and also they have campus in Malta. So please tell me something about the Middlesex University, Malta.
So Middlesex University, Malta is the youngest campus and the smallest campus.
Yeah.
Middlesex globally has about 37,000 students, a big university globally. The Malta campus is small. It's got about 250 students, I'd say. what one needs to keep in mind that these are campuses. These are not we're not a partner institution to Middlesex London or a franchise to Middlesex London. We are Middlesex London, so we're employed by Middlesex. The programs are identical to London. The students have the same resources as the students in London or Dubai or Mauritius do. The certificates at the end are identical. Now, if you study in Mauritius or Dubai or Malta, your certificate doesn't mention where you studied. It simply says Middlesex University, London. Okay. The good things of Malta campus is that firstly, it's a small campus. Hence, the staff-student ratio is very small. It's big, basically. You have very few students per lecture, which is great for students because the accessibility to the lecturers is good. The lecturers know the students by name. The class sizes are small. You'd have between maybe 15 to 30 students in a classroom. Okay, so the lecturer knows you. They follow your progress. You're not just a number sitting in a massive lecture theatre. Okay. So it's a very friendly environment, and as I said, the student-staff ratio. Also, we have a very high success rate, very high first-class degree rate. Okay, and also another great thing about Malta campus is employability. A lot of our students, about 90% of our students, have employment before graduation. And this rate is also increasing for international students, particularly in the fields of IT and computing. Because of the skills shortage that I already mentioned, a lot of our international students manage to get a work permit and change their student visa to work visa before they graduate, which is a great thing. When you're investing your money to get a degree, a return, getting a job is a fantastic return on your investment.
Sure. Yeah, thank you. So now you just tell me that what is the admission requirements for the university?
So basically, Malta campus does not offer the full 3-year program. We offer what we call top-up programs. Hence, these are programs for students who already hold, let's say, a diploma or a higher diploma. And I don't know, perhaps if in Bangladesh students follow perhaps BTech, or there are different qualifications, or maybe even if a student has done a number of years at university in Bangladesh and then would like to transfer to us, what we will do, we will look at the modules, the credits they've studied previously. We map them onto our programs and see if there's mapping. You see if we can transfer their credits from their previous studies onto maybe a 2-year top-up program or a 3-year top-up program. Hence, it's very difficult to tell you the requirements are, this diploma or that diploma.
I got the point. Especially, you just tell me that what is the English proficiency requirements.
Now that varies between undergraduate programs and postgraduate programs, master's programs. Undergraduate programs, we require an overall of 6 in IELTS and 5.5 in each band. For postgraduate programs, it's 6.5 with a minimum of 6. Now, we are aware that due to the COVID situation, a lot of IELTS centers are closed. I don't know if that's the case in Bangladesh. If it's the case, Middlesex now accepts a number of online proficiency tests, Duolingo, various ones. The students can consult with you, and you can give them the list, which I will provide to you. So we're trying to facilitate the students' admission process now in this crisis.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So now tell me that which programs you are offering.
So undergraduate top-up programs, we have, overall in Malta, we have 2 schools. We don't offer all the programs that London campus have. They have a massive portfolio. We have 2 schools. We have the School of Science and Technology and the School of Business. Okay. In terms of the School of Science and Technology, that is our biggest portfolio. This is where we specialize on. Okay. Undergraduate programs, we have information technology, computer science, computer networks, and business information systems. Okay, these are offered mainly as a 2-year top-up for those that have a lower qualification, or a 1-year top-up for those that have a bit of a higher qualification. Okay, again, we can go through the transcript and then we can decide whether the student is eligible for a 1-year top-up or a 2-year top-up. Okay, the difference between the programs, I mean, the titles are self-explanatory. For someone who's studying computing, they would understand. And the difference between the programs. The computer science is mainly for those students who like the development side, okay, the backend side. They look at things like, you know, AI and robotics and such things within the industry. Then you have information technology that looks more perhaps at design, a little bit more front end, that looks more perhaps at IT from a managerial point of view, okay, a bit more of an umbrella, you know, someone who would like perhaps to become an IT manager within an organization that would have more of an overall view of IT rather than just the development side of it. Then you have computer networks, which is, as the term implies, it looks more at kind of the networking infrastructure and security and so on. And business information systems, that looks more at how businesses can use IT to improve their operations, etc. Those are the undergraduate programs. In terms of master's programs, we have 3 very exciting and cutting-edge programs. We have data science, the master's in data science, which is very, very popular.
Very popular, yeah, in our country also. Exactly. Many students wants to do data science, yeah.
Data science, because they basically guarantee the employment upon graduation. That's the future, isn't it? Then there's cybersecurity and pen testing, which also very cutting edge, something that excites students a lot because it's again the future. And then we have the MSc in Business Information Systems Management. This is for people who perhaps have worked in IT that want to go into more managerial roles in the future. Okay, that's the School of Science and Technology. Then we have the Business School, where we have 1-year top-up, the International Business Administration program, and the Master's, the MA in International Business Management. Okay, so that is the suite of programs that we offer at Malta campus.
And then for Masters, the course duration?
So the course duration for Masters is, there is the taught element. So you have October till May, students have the modules, they go to class, they study, submit assignment, done. Once they complete these taught modules, in June, they will start their dissertation. It's an individual piece of work, they will be assigned a supervisor, and they will finish that in October. So it's a 1-year program. Now, this is interesting because when it comes to visas, students who apply for a master's get a visa until graduation. Therefore, they will get a 2-year visa because the graduation is the year after. They finish studying. Okay, right. So if they start studying with us now, October 2020, they finish their program October 2021, and then their graduation is September 2022. Because graduation is in September, they would have missed that graduation. Therefore, the visa will be a 2-year visa. They can stay in Malta. They get a visa for 2 years plus 6 months after graduation, because that is the policy in Malta, that students get 6 months after graduation. Hence, students coming to do postgraduate studies in Malta, they are given 2.5 years of residency in Malta.
Oh, that is good. I think you explained very well, all in detail. So thank you for that. I think the students, they got a very clear concept from it. So now you tell me that what is the tuition fees, and how much the tuition fees for bachelor and masters?
So we have something very exciting for students in Bangladesh. The fees that are advertised actually need to be deducted by 20% because we have the South Asia scholarship. So let me tell you the advertised fees, and then we talk about the scholarship. So for undergraduate, if we're talking about a level 6 top-up, okay, so the final year top-up, that's 8,500 euros, okay? Masters, the postgraduate programs, there are some that are 9,000 euros and there are some that are 10,000 euros. For example, data science and pen testing are 10,000, and business information systems and the master's program, the business master's program, those are 9,000, okay? But we have launched the South Asia Scholarship. Bangladesh is part of that. And every Bangladeshi student that applies through us and is eligible, he or she will qualify for a 20% scholarship. Hence,
wow. That would be nice. Yeah, okay.
Hence, the fees reduce substantially. So if pen testing is that of 10,000, a student would pay 8,000.
Well, okay, sounds good. Yeah.
Sounds good. And if that's not enough, there is a government scheme in Malta called Get Qualified scheme.
Okay.
Whereby, as I explained before, because of the skills shortage, government is really trying to encourage people to train themselves, particularly in the fields of IT and computing, so they can get employment. So in Malta, any student, local or international, that has studied privately in Malta, okay, and has paid fees, if they land a job, when they land a job, and obviously they start paying tax, like we all do, students can start claiming back from government 70% of the tuition fees in tax rebate.
Yeah, oh, is it true? Oh, that is a very, I think that is very, good offer for the students. Yeah, that is really good. Yeah.
So imagine a master's that costs you've paid 8,000 euros, and then you get 70% of that. You're paying a few thousands, which is fantastic, So it is very important to point out that only students that get a job, that pay tax, that get the money back. Okay.
So this is applicable only for the computing students, right?
No. For any student, even for business students, and we have students. I have in mind one Indian student, for example, last year did his BA top-up in International Business Administration, got a job. He's now getting his money back, will be applying for his master's and staying with us, you know?
Okay.
And if you do your master's, you can also then claim your benefit for the tax rebate for master's. Any private tuition fees you pay, you get the money back from government.
Wow. So I think that is a very good offer. I think that Middlesex University, Malta are offering. Yeah. Okay. Tell me. Carry on. Yeah.
I think.
I think now just I have a question that after studying computer science course, so there is any possibility to get any kind of employability?
Yes. So as I said, there's a skills shortage. Companies are constantly looking for people. I mean, now with the COVID situation, the economy has slowed down a little bit, but hopefully it will pick up soon, like in most countries. We have a very good relationship with the industry because we specialize in this field. In the industry employers know us, so they come to us and ask us for CVs. Employability can be in form of internships while they are studying, okay? And students can work up till 16 hours while they are studying. And it can also be full-time employment afterwards. So the Employability Office circulates vacancies with our students throughout the year, okay? And they're all free to apply should they wish to. But also, the main vacancies, they can apply for jobs with external recruitment companies, and a lot of companies consider international students because there are not enough locals or European people to apply. We have particular employers that every year take a few students from us, okay? But obviously, we always put forward the best students, okay? So more hardworking the student is, the more diligent the student is, the more willing will be to put his or her name forward to employers. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that will be a very good opportunity for our students if they will consider to study in Middlesex University, Malta. So thank you. Actually, you explained very well. Now, just tell me that, a step-by-step admission process. When the students, will decide to study in Middlesex University, Malta, then initially how they will start the process.
So we obviously encourage them to contact your agency, first of all, Sunway Admissions, because you were in a very good position to support them throughout the process.
Thank you.
So the first thing I advise students to do is to come to you with their transcript from their highest qualification. Okay. Yeah. So then you have an idea. You probably would already have an idea with what the student is eligible or not. But then you will send it to me and I will guide you and I will tell you, yes, the student is perhaps eligible for this program or this level, etc., etc. Once I tell you that, then the student can start putting the application together. Okay, there's no point the student putting all the documents together comes to me and tells you, oh, not eligible. So let's cut out the work for everybody. You send me the transcript and I'll let you know beforehand. Once it's been confirmed that the student is eligible, then the student starts putting everything together through you. The student will be required to complete an application form, which you have, submit a copy of their transcript, a copy of their certificate, final certificate, copy of their IELTS certificate, okay, copy of their passport, okay, a reference letter from a previous school, perhaps, and a CV, a resume, okay, because that will give us a little bit of a better idea who the student is, their interests, their work experience, etc. That will come to us. We will process it, okay, and we will make an offer. It will most likely be an unconditional offer if the student has already met all the requirements. If, let's say, the student hasn't done their IELTS yet, we can make a conditional offer. But if a student has met all the requirements, we will make a conditional offer, an unconditional offer. We will issue the invoice, the tuition and fees invoice, and we will send an accommodation application form. The university has a student accommodation, okay? It's not compulsory. The students don't need to opt for university accommodation, but we believe this is a good service. It facilitates the life of students to find accommodation. It's challenging to find accommodation in another country when you're still in your home country. And we need to keep in mind that accommodation is a visa requirement. Okay, you need to have an accommodation contract in order to get a visa. Therefore, we offer the service to students to make their life easier. Then the student will fill in the accommodation application form, we will invoice for the accommodation, and then the student can make one payment, accommodation and tuition fees. Okay?
Okay.
Once we receive that, we will send all the original documents by courier. Okay? Because this is a visa requirement. The embassy in Delhi needs to see original documents so that they can sift between the students who are genuine and who are less genuine. Okay? As yet, we're not sending original documents before the government advises us when visas are going to be processed. As soon as the government gives us the go-ahead, we will courier the original documents. The best way forward is for us to courier everything to you, to Sunway Admissions, and then the students can pick up the original documents from your office.
Okay. Yeah. Done. Yeah. Okay. So that is the whole process. Okay. So that is the whole process. So I think you explained very well. So, and all the things very clearly, and I think the students who are watching this live session or who will watch later, so they will get a very clear concept about the current situation of Malta and about studying Middlesex University Malta and all the things, admission programs, tuition fees, scholarships opportunity, and obviously the refund, like the students after finishing their study, they will get back their tuition fees 70%. So that is, I think, the huge offer, I think, from the university. I think this is the first university, I think, in Malta who are offering these types of opportunities. So when the students will know the real scenario that the university are offering, obviously they will be interested to do their process, I believe. So okay, fine. Mrs. Maria, I think you shared all the things very clearly. So আমি আমাদের বাংলাদেশি স্টুডেন্ট যারা আমাদের এই শো দেখতেছেন অথবা ফিউচারে দেখবেন, সবাইকে আমরা অনুরোধ করব যে মাল্টা বেসিক্যালি সানওয়ে অ্যাডমিশন মাল্টা প্রমোট স্টার্ট করে কিন্তু 2014 থেকে। সো এইখানে দেখা গেছে যে আমরা চেষ্টা করছি সবসময় আমাদের স্টুডেন্টদেরকে সঠিকভাবে গাইড করার জন্য। অনেক সময় দেখা গেছে যে দিল্লি এম্বাসিতে কিন্তু প্রচুর অ্যাপ্লিকেশন সাবমিট হয়, এটা আমরা সবাই জানি, মাল্টার জন্য স্পেশালি। তো এখানে দেখা গেছে যে পারফেক্টলি যদি প্রপারলি যদি ফাইল জমা না দেওয়া হয়, সেক্ষেত্রে কিন্তু ভিসা রিফিউজের সংখ্যা অনেক বেড়ে যেতে পারে। পারফেক্টলি প্রপারলি বলতে যেটা আমরা বোঝাচ্ছি যে আপনাকে ঠিকঠাক মতো আপনার আইএলটিএস থাকতে হবে, আপনাকে টিউশন ফিস পেমেন্ট করতে হবে বিফোর ভিসা, দেন ইউনিভার্সিটি ডকুমেন্টস গুলো সব কুরিয়ার করবে এবং ওই ডকুমেন্টস গুলো নিয়ে আপনাকে কিন্তু অ্যাপ্লাই করতে হবে। আপনি যদি সঠিক নিয়মে ঠিকঠাক মতো প্রসেস করেন, সেই ক্ষেত্রে কিন্তু ভিসা পাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা, ভিসা পাওয়ার পসিবিলিটি কিন্তু অনেক বেশি বেড়ে যাবে। তো আমি সবাইকে বলবো, যদি মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টাতে প্রসেস করতে চান, সেক্ষেত্রে অবশ্যই আমরা মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টার রিপ্রেজেন্টেটিভ বাংলাদেশের। সো আপনি চাইলে অ্যাডমিশন পারপাসে বা যে কোনো তথ্য মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টার ব্যাপারে আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। সো আমরা আপনাকে চেষ্টা করব আপনাকে সব ধরনের ইনফরমেশন দিয়ে হেল্প করার জন্য। এটার বাইরে আমি যেটা অ্যাড করব যে মাল্টাতে খুব কম ইউনিভার্সিটি আছে, অনলি ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ মাল্টা, মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টা, আমেরিকান ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ মাল্টা অ্যান্ড এমক্যাস্ট। সো দিস ইজ দ্য আই থিঙ্ক খুব 4-5টা ইনস্টিটিউট আছে যারা কিনা ম্যাক্সিমাম কোর্স অফার করে। সো এর মধ্যে দেখা গেছে মোস্ট অফ দ্য কম্পিউটার রিলেটেড কোর্সেস বা ডাটা সায়েন্স অথবা এই যে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল বিজনেস ম্যানেজমেন্ট, এই টাইপের কোর্সগুলো কিন্তু শুধুমাত্র মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টা অফার করতেছে। তো আমি সবাইকে বলবো ব্যাচেলর এবং মাস্টার্স। তো আমরা সবাই জানি, আমি শর্টলি যেটা বলতে যাচ্ছি যে মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি লন্ডন মেন ক্যাম্পাস কিন্তু গভর্নমেন্ট একটা ইউনিভার্সিটি। সো এটা কোনো প্রাইভেট ইনস্টিটিউট না, কিন্তু এটা কিন্তু গভর্নমেন্ট ইউনিভার্সিটি। সো এই মাল্টা ক্যাম্পাসটা কিন্তু ডিরেক্টলি মাল্টা মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি লন্ডনেরই কিন্তু একটা ক্যাম্পাস। সো আমি যেটা বলবো, এটা একটা বিগ ইউনিভার্সিটি। সো এই ক্ষেত্রে ভিসা পাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা যেমন অনেক বেশি থাকবে, সেই ক্ষেত্রে পড়াশোনার পরে কিন্তু সার্টিফিকেটেরও অনেক ডিমান্ড থাকবে জব মার্কেটে, আমি বিলিভ করি। এবং আমি এটা আরো একবার বলতে চাই, অনেকে হয়তো ব্যাপারটা বুঝতে পারতেছে না এই মুহূর্তে, আমরা এটা নিয়ে অবশ্য নেক্সট টাইম কোনো একটা লাইভ সেশনে আলোচনা করব যে মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টাতে আপনি পড়াশোনা করার পর দেন কিন্তু আপনি যে টিউশন ফি পে করতেছেন, এটা থেকে কিন্তু 70% টিউশন ফি আপনি আবার ব্যাক পাবেন, যেটা আসলে মাল্টার কোনো ইউনিভার্সিটি এই অফার করতেছে না। সো এটা অনেক বড় ধরনের একটা অফার। সো এই ব্যাপারে আপনার যদি আরো কিছু জানা থাকে, আপনারা আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। পাশাপাশি আপনি ইউনিভার্সিটির সাথেও যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন ব্যাপারটা ক্লিয়ার হওয়ার জন্য, ঠিক আছে? সো আমি বলবো যাদের আইএলটিএস আছে, যাদের একাডেমিক ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড মোটামুটি ভালো, আপনারা সবাই কিন্তু এই অফারটা নিতে পারেন এবং আপনারা কিন্তু মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টাতে অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারেন। এই মুহূর্তে যেহেতু কোভিড-19 এর সিচুয়েশন আমাদের ওভারঅল বাংলাদেশ শুধু না, টোটাল ওয়ার্ল্ড কিন্তু এই মুহূর্তে খুব একটা খারাপ টাইম পাস করতেছে, খুব একটা খারাপ টাইমের মধ্যে দিয়ে যাচ্ছে। তো আমি মনে করি যে যেটা হয়েছে, আমাদের মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টা কিন্তু আমাদের ইনটেক ছিল কিন্তু অক্টোবরে। তো মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টা যেটা করতেছে যে অক্টোবর সেশনের জন্য ওরা যদি মাল্টা ইমিগ্রেশন থেকে, মাল্টা গভর্নমেন্ট থেকে যদি ওরা যদি জানতে পারে যে তাদের ইনটেক শুরু করার জন্য অনুমতি পায়, সেই ক্ষেত্রে কিন্তু তারা আমাদেরকে অক্টোবর ইনটেকের জন্যই অ্যাডমিশন লেটার দিবে। যদি দেখা যায় এমন হয় যে করোনা ভাইরাস বেড়ে গেল, টোটাল পৃথিবীতে খারাপ অবস্থা হয়ে গেছে, সেই ক্ষেত্রে মাল্টা গভর্নমেন্ট যদি এই মুহূর্তে অনুমতি না দেয়, ওরা কিন্তু এটা পোস্টপোন করে জানুয়ারি ইনটেকে স্টার্ট করতে পারবে। সো এখানে কিন্তু কোনো ধরনের কোনো রিস্ক নাই। আপনি অ্যাডমিশন নিয়ে বসে থাকতে পারেন, দেখতে পারেন যে কি অবস্থা। যদি দেখেন সবকিছু ঠিকঠাক, দেন আপনি টিউশন ফি পাঠিয়ে দেওয়ার পরে ওরা কিন্তু ওদের যে লেটারগুলো আছে, ও যেটা বললো হার্ড কপি কুরিয়ার করে দিবে, এবং এটা ছাড়া কিন্তু আপনি ভিসার জন্য অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারবেন না। বারে বারে বলি, একটা স্টুডেন্ট একটা কলেজ অথবা একটা ইনস্টিটিউটের যখন একটা ডকুমেন্ট জমা দিবে এম্বাসিতে, আর একটা স্টুডেন্ট যখন একটা ইউনিভার্সিটির ডকুমেন্ট জমা দিবে এম্বাসিতে, এম্বাসি অবশ্যই কিন্তু ইউনিভার্সিটির স্টুডেন্টটাকে ট্রাই করবে ভিসা দেওয়ার জন্য। দিস ইজ ভেরি সিম্পল। একটা ইউনিভার্সিটির কিন্তু একটা রিকোয়ারমেন্ট থাকে, একটা ইউনিভার্সিটির কিন্তু একটা গাইডলাইন থাকে। আর যেখানে আমরা জানতেছি যে মিডলসেক্স ইউনিভার্সিটি মাল্টার মতো একটা ইউনিভার্সিটি যেটা ওয়ার্ল্ড ওয়াইড সবাই চেনে, এরকম একটা ইউনিভার্সিটির স্টুডেন্ট যখন এম্বাসিতে অ্যাপ্লাই করবে, অবভিয়াসলি তার কিন্তু ভিসা পাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা কিন্তু অনেক বেড়ে যাবে। সো আমার মনে হয় আমার এই সেশন থেকে মোটামুটি সবাই একটা কনসেপ্ট পেয়েছেন। আর আপনাদের যদি প্ল্যান থাকে প্রসেস করার জন্য, অবভিয়াসলি আমরা হোপ করব যে আমাদের সঙ্গে আপনি যোগাযোগ করবেন। আমাদের এখানে সবগুলো আমাদের অফিসের নাম্বার দেওয়া আছে। আমাদের ওয়েবসাইট হচ্ছে sunwayadmission.com। সো আপনি চাইলে আমাদের ওয়েবসাইটে ঢুকে, আমাদের ফেসবুকে ঢুকে আপনি আমাদেরকে ইনবক্স করতে পারেন আপনার ইনকোয়ারি গুলো। সো আজকে এই পর্যন্ত, আপনারা সবাই ভালো থাকবেন। সো থ্যাংক ইউ Mrs. Maria to join our live show, and obviously I believe that all the students and all the parents who are watching this session and who will watch later, so obviously they will get a very very clear concept, and I believe that they will consider to study in Middlesex University, Malta.
And we'll be very glad to welcome them on our campus and in Malta as well. Thank you very much for your time and the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you again to you, and have a good day.
You too.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye.